Hello, good evening. Good evening, and thank you so much for joining me today. Wow. Hi, Philomena. Hi, Mr. Habib. I know you from Ilorin. Hello, Jesse Lyomi. Hi, Mr. Gideon. Hi, Mr. Kingsley. Thank you. Thank you so much. So I want to get to know you. Where are you joining us from? Hi, Precious. Hi, Yakubu. So many more people are joining us. That's great. Please tell me in the comment section where you're joining us from. So if you own a business, this is our networking time. So let us know in the comment section what's the name of your business. Where are you joining us from? Akure. Hi, Ibukun. Thank you for joining me. All right, so let's just do a little bit of introduction and networking in the comment section, okay? Amazing. I can see so many people from pretty much across Nigeria, Port Harcourt, Lagos, Kaduna. I hope you can hear me well. If at any point you stop hearing me, please let me know. Welcome. I can see you. Lagos. So many people from Lagos. Kwara. Hi, Akure. Elizabeth from Akure. Ileife, Ogun State. Hi, Deborah from Abuja. Are you the only one joining us? Okay, I can see a lot more people joining us from Abuja today. Hi, Tomini. Hi, Isim Yakubu. I'm so sorry if I'm not pronouncing your name correctly. Hi, Mr. Peter. Thank you so much. So, you know that you're not supposed to be learning alone. You can definitely learn with other people, right? So, I want to encourage you to please take the link and share. All right. So, for the next 2 seconds, take the link to this YouTube video and share it on your WhatsApp story. Share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it on every platform that you're present in. Don't learn alone. Have a sick partner. The reason for that is you're going to be learning a lot of valuable things in this class. Okay, and it will be helpful for you to have an accountability partner, somebody that can say, oh, this thing that we learned, are you implementing it? Or somebody that you can say, oh, this thing that I learned, this is how I want to implement it in my business, and I want you to hold me accountable. But if they will not join the class, they may not understand it. So please take the link, share, invite all your friends that own businesses. All right, and then we're going to get into the class in a bit. We have so much to cover, so I'm not even going to waste any more time. I'm going to jump right into it so that we can get as much value as possible over the next 2 hours or an hour and a half. My goal is that this class will last for about an hour, and then you could ask questions and get any supports that you need. So feel free to ask me any question. I'm here for you. And then we call it a wrap. But last time we had this class, which was on Friday, we went on for close to 2 hours. So I really enjoyed teaching. So I'm going to really try and not go on for too long. I know some of us have to go back to work tomorrow. Some of us is still a public holiday, or we've had a long weekend like myself, and we really just need to rest. All right, I can see some of you have started sharing it. More people are joining us. Great job. So just take the link and share. Okay, so that's out of the way. Number two thing that you absolutely need to know is that I really like engagement. So some of you joined this class on Friday, right? Or some of you heard about what happened in this class on Friday and you decided, no, I'm not going to miss it. And so you're here. Whatever category you belong to, welcome, right? So when I teach, it's a two-way thing. I like to engage with you. I like to feel your tempo. I like to know, are you getting it? Is this helpful or not? Okay, so can we have a deal? Whenever you hear something insightful or interesting, or you learn something new, I want you to just type wow in the comment section. We can have a little practice now. So just type wow in the comment section. So whenever I say something that you're like, oh my goodness, I know this, but this sounds different now, or oh, I never knew this before. Wow, this is definitely something for my business. Just type wow in the comment section. So I'll know that, yes, I am sharing value. Of course, I know I'm going to be getting a lot of wows because I'm very confident about the value that you're going to be getting from this class. All right, so I want to see the wows coming in. I want to see the wows coming in. Welcome, Irene. Welcome, Toby. Welcome, Yetunde. Welcome, Damilola. Welcome, Salami. Welcome, Domina. Welcome, welcome. Wow. Yes. Elizabeth is telling us wow. Thank you, Elizabeth. Yes, Philomena. Oh my goodness, long time. Wow. So nice to see you on the call. Thank you so much for joining. All right, let's get into the meat of this. Right? Welcome. This is what you should expect to get from this class. And I'm very sure about this because I've been teaching business finance and business strategy for over 5 years. And I'm very confident about the value that I offer and the results that you're able to get. All right. So after this class, I am very certain that you'll be clear on what you need to do to feel more confident about your business, money confident, especially more confident about your business finance, and you would have better knowledge of how to make better decisions for your business. We had an amazing time on Friday, and I keep referencing Friday because it was like the latest time that I had taught business finance, and the things people were saying, the things people were sending to me, I thought, oh my goodness, I'm so glad that I did not hide this knowledge, and I'm making it available to you for free. So we have so much to cover. I want to encourage you to plan to stay to the end of this class. I have free gifts for you. I have special offers for you that nobody is going to get. If you're not on this call, you're not going to get those offers. You're not going to get that free gift. So I really want to encourage you to stay till the very end and ask questions. Encourage your friends to join in as well. Okay, so who is this class for? So that if this class is not for you, you can drop off right now. There's an amazing movie on Netflix called The Diplomats. If this class is not for you, you can go and watch it. You can go and buy suya. You can go and sleep, in fact. All right. But if this class is for you, I want to encourage you to stay. So how do we know if this class is for you? Number one, are you about to start a business? We had so many people in the class on Friday who are about to start businesses, and they got amazing insights. Some of them said, I was about to make this decision, but I wasn't sure. But after this class, I know what to do. Somebody is saying no audio here. Please let me know if you can hear me clearly. Or is it your network? You can try and reflect the page. Okay, I think everyone can hear me. So if you can't hear me and it's just you, it's probably your network. So maybe try and refresh or change your internet provider. But don't worry, we'll have recording for people who stay till the end. So even if you're not able to join in, you should still try and stay to the end or still try and reconnect. Okay, so who else is this class for? Are you a business owner? I've worked with thousands of business owners, and we'll come to that in a moment. But this class is definitely for you if you're a business owner. Are you a business owner that if I come to you and say, I want to speak to you about your business finance, you will want to hide under the table? Because that's the reaction that I get a lot of times when it comes to teaching business finance. The moment that I say, okay, now we've talked about marketing, we've talked about sales, let's talk about your finance. It's always like, oh my goodness, I don't want to talk about this. And the reason is because they are very afraid of their business finance, and it shouldn't be. And I'll really show you why. Are you confused or frustrated when it comes to your business? Like, it doesn't make any sense. How are you making all this money, but your business is not growing? Where is all the money that you're making for your business going to? If you're someone that feels that way, then this class is definitely for you. Okay, you are scared of applying for investment opportunities because your finance is not in order. I work with a number of organizations that provide grants, and even my organization provides finance to micro and small businesses. And one of the things we look out for are people who are money confident, like your business finance. If you know your business finance, it makes it easier for you to get the funding that you need to grow your business. Okay, so if you answered yes to any of this question, I want to encourage you to stay on this call. But if you answered no to, like, none of these things apply to you, that's fine. You can drop off. I even have Netflix recommendation for you. If not, please stay on the call, all right? There's so much that we're going to share that'll be valuable to you. All right, I'm not going to assume that everyone on this call knows me. I'm seeing some very new names. I'm seeing some of my OGs, people who always attend my class, people who follow me on social media and engage with my content, people who are in our business finance group as well, people who I have coached or consulted for or mentored or trained or have bought my book at some point. I can see some familiar names, some unfamiliar names. I'm not going to assume that everyone knows me. I'm going to introduce myself. You introduced yourself earlier, so now is my turn, all right? So my name is Yemisi Isidi. You should know that by now. I currently live in Abuja, Nigeria with my family, and I am a management accountant. So I graduated from one of the top business schools in Europe. But apart from that, being a management accountant means that beyond bookkeeping, I'm able to provide you with strategies for your growth. All right, beyond bookkeeping, I am able to look at your numbers and almost tell you where your business is going to be in the next 5 years. I'm able to help you plan financially and make the best decision for your business to improve profits or to achieve the growth that you need. So that is a management accountant. There's an accountant that does your bookkeeping and tax and audit, but a management accountant works with you on a more strategic level. And so I have been trained on how to provide strategy to businesses. Okay, I have over 5 years of experience working with business owners like you, micro and small businesses, and lately early stage startup founders. I'm the CEO of Thrift Africa, which is one of my absolute favorite things to do at the moment. It's a community for micro and small businesses, and we provide a vast range of services that makes it possible for you to start and to grow your business. And we're currently working on a number of amazing opportunities and partnerships. If you're not a part of our community, you definitely want to join. Check us out on any social media platform and join our community. Okay? I've worked in several accelerators for businesses as a coach, as a mentor, as a trainer. I've worked at the Future Female Business School. I can see a number of my Future Female people here. If you're here, just let me know, okay? I've worked at the Impact Amplifier. I've worked at Leap Africa. I've worked at Founders Institute. I'm a mentor with Founders Institute, which is one of the biggest business accelerators in the world. I've worked with thousands of businesses. This 4,000 is a very conservative figure. But lately, beyond just working with businesses, I've been actively working to match businesses with funding, providing them with training, helping them become ready to attract and use funding well, to access their business, tell them what they need to do in order to get funding, and helping them on that journey. All right, I'm also part of the World Economic Forum Global Shapers, and I'm the co-lead for the Employment and Entrepreneurship Program in the Abuja Global Shaper community. I've won several awards and recognition. If I wanted to start listing them, that was going to be like an extra time. But I hope you get the gist. The reason for this is so you know who is talking to you this evening, and you understand why you need to be in this class till the very end. All right, so I'm very intentional. Okay, I had a little network difficulty there, but I'm back. Let me know if you can hear me. So let's get on. Okay, so these are logos of some of the businesses I've worked with. Some of them are in Nigeria. Some of them operate across Africa, across the world. I used to be an associate consultant for Renson and Co. And they have offices or they work with businesses in China, in the UK, in Nigeria, the Future Female community as well. I did some training for Traction. I was a coach with the UK Nigeria Tech Hub on one of their programs. These are a few of the businesses that I have worked with essentially. All right. And the value that I'm going to give you, you will understand why these organizations trust me to work with them. All right. So, what are we going to cover today? Right? Let's not forget when you hear something new or insightful or interesting, I want to see the wows. I want to know that I'm wowing you. So please share that in the comment section. All right. So we'll work through what does it mean to be money confident, right? How can you be money confident? What do you currently think about money? What are some of the common business finance mistakes that people make or that you are making? No, we're not throwing shade at people. We're talking to you this evening. What can you start doing to be more money confident? What's the difference between revenue, profit, and cash? What are the key business finance terms you need to know if you're trying to get funding at a very micro level? Which financial statements do you need to have? And then we'll wrap up by discussing how to get funding, right? So if you're about to start, or if you've already started your business and you want to grow, what are the opportunities to get funding for you? We'll talk a bit on those. Who is excited? I mean, look at all the amazing things we're going to be looking into today. Who is excited? I am very excited. Okay. So before we dig in, I want to tell you a story of two people. And this is a very hypothetical story. You know how at the end of movies they say this does not represent anyone in real life. If it resembles your life or if it's your name, it was just a coincidence. Okay, this is Taiwo, and Taiwo is probably represents most of the businesses that I have worked with. So Taiwo wanted to, yes, I can see the excitement. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you, Toby. Thank you, Mayowa. You people are sharing this thing. I can see more people joining us. That's so great. If you haven't shared this link to this YouTube live or your WhatsApp story across social media, you are not correct. You're not correct, and you're not my friend. Okay, let's go back to Taiwo's story. All right, so Taiwo started a business, or is about to start a business. Taiwo has never owned a business before, right? He's probably been job hunting for a while and has not been able to get jobs, or he's been working in a place and the money that Taiwo is making has not been enough for him to really fend for himself, take care of his family. So now Taiwo is looking forward to starting a business. But Taiwo has never attended any business training. Taiwo's own personal finance is in a mess, not to talk about business finance. Taiwo does not know how to create a budget. So Taiwo's uncle has told him, go and create a budget of what you need and bring it to me so that I can review it and then give you money to start. But Taiwo does not know how to make a budget. Taiwo does not know how to set a price for his product or service so that he can consistently make profits. Taiwo does not even know the different sources of finance that he can use to start this business. Taiwo feels very lost. He thinks, well, if I start this business, I didn't study accounting, I didn't study business. How am I going to grow this business? How am I going to keep record? How many of us here can relate to Taiwo's story? Or right now, we are Taiwo, or at some point in our lives, we are Taiwo. So we do hashtag, we are all Taiwos. I want to see in the comment section, welcome everyone that's just joining us. I'm waiting to see in the comment section. Can you relate to Taiwo's story? Perhaps you're about to start your business, or when you started your business, you were very scared. You did not want to focus on your business finance because you didn't know where to start from. You did not know how to price your product. You just went to copy your friend on Instagram, right? You did not know how to put together a budget. You did not know how to record the income and expenses. Maybe you're not Taiwo, but you know someone who is Taiwo. It's not you, but it's one of your friends, Taiwo. You saw how they struggled when they started their business. Yes, a number of us can relate, and you're not alone. Like I mentioned earlier, I've worked with several number of businesses, and this is something that we see again and again. All right, let's talk about Hawa. So Hawa is again an a hypothetical person. If her story bears resemblance to a real life story or her name is familiar to you, it is just a coincidence. So let's just put out that disclaimer, okay? All right. So Hawa comes to Thrift Africa for a loan, for instance. Hawa comes and she says, Oh, Thrift Africa, I've seen so many people talk about the loans that you provide and how they use it to boost their business. I've been selling my hair from my house. Now I want to move to a now I want to move to a store. I need money to rent a store. And Thrift Africa said, "Oh, fantastic. We're happy to give you this loan. Can you show us your income statement for the last 1 year or the last 6 months?" Hawa does not know what income statement is. What is income statement? What are you asking me for? Just say you don't want to give me the loan. And Truth Africa said, no, 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 no. We want to give you the loan. Okay, tell us off the top of your head, what has been your income for the last 1 month? Hawa thinks. She said, I made 50,000 last week. Then 2 weeks ago, I think somebody paid me 75,000. I don't really know, Sha, but I'm making money. I would say, no, 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 that's not enough. That's not enough. Do you have a bank statement that you use for your business activities? Do you have a bank statement that you use for your business activities? And Hawa says, she has a bank account, but the bank account she uses it for her own personal things, and that's where people also pay money for business. And we say, no, 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 no. That's not what we are asking you for. How many of us here feel like Hawa, or we've been in Hawa situation, or we know a Hawa? It's not you, it's your friend. It's your friend. That's my lame attempt at winking at you. It's not you. I know it's your friend. Let me know. So you've thought about going to get funding, but you know that you do not have the information that they are going to ask you because you don't even know how to get it. Let me know. Nobody can relate to her wife story. Haha, very relatable. All right, let's get in. So if you relate to either of the stories, my goal is that at the end of don't say I don't even know what's required. Oh wow, okay. At the end of this class, you would have some level of clarity and you wouldn't feel so lost. So why is it important to be money confident? You'll be able to make better decisions for yourself and for your business. See, there is a lot of power in your business numbers. A lot of the answers that you're looking to people for. If you sit down with your business numbers, you will find the answers there. There's a lot of power with your business numbers. Or you can be what you can what may want to make it. And I've seen this play out with a lot of businesses that I've worked with, and I will share some of them later. You may want to make a decision for your business, but you're not too sure because you've not sat down with the numbers, or because you don't even have numbers to sit down with. If you're money confident, you'll be able to live the life you actually want because now your business is aligned with your goal. Your finance is aligned with your goal. And unlike Hawa, you'll be able to access opportunities for growth. You'll be able to apply for funding. Because if they ask you anything related to your business finance, you're money confident enough. All right, so how do we become money confident? How do we become money confident? Yes, thank you, Chef P. Thank you, Domina. Well, Olua Bukola Comfort, thank you. I can see you. All right. So let's get down to business now. Okay. I want to ask you 3 questions. You can answer any of these 3 questions in the chat box, right? You can see my screen, right? So, what information did you receive about money while growing up? What information did you receive about money while growing up? What significant experience have you had with money in your life? And how has this affected your attitude to money? Some people, they started one business 5 years ago and the business failed. Since then, they say they are never going to try doing business again. Some people, they invested money and investment failed. So they decide that they are not going to make any investment again. Some people, the money story that they have, I think somebody even shared about this in on Twitter, and the person was asking, what significant experience did you have that made you decide that you must make money? And the stories were very interesting. So people talked about how they were going for a job interview, it was raining, this big jeep drove past with speed, splashed water on them, and the driver was did not apologize. The owner of the car was behind, did not even acknowledge what had happened. And so they decided that they too, they must make money and they must have a driver and a jeep. Even if they cannot eat, they will make money and they'll have a driver and a jeep. How many of us have a money story? I want to read your money stories. This is like one of my favorite parts. I want to read your money stories. But nobody wants to share. Money is energy. If you're strategic with a plan, that's good. If you're strategic with a plan, it's always multiply, but it's more than that. Interesting. This is a very unique perspective to money. Wow. Who else wants to share? If I have enough money to do something, there is no need for a budget. Wow. Elizabeth, how do you know? How do you know that that is a big setup? What happened? You got me at the first part. If you have enough money to do something, there is no need for budget. We could have a whole different class on budgeting. I want to make money because I want to be free. Yeah, so all of us together in one WhatsApp group. Amazing. So some days ago, I saw a post a lady had made. I didn't read it. I just skimmed through. But I think the gist of what she was trying to say is that when she was younger, she used to watch a lot of Nollywood. And most of the Nollywood movies that were available when she was younger focused on people who made money through illegal means or through ritual. And so she grew up with that mindset that anybody who is rich is doing something wrong. Or to make money, she will need to become a ritualist. And she did not want to become a ritualist. So she held on to the idea that she would not be too rich, she would just be modest. And for a long time. And do you know what happens to you with that mindset? Without even realizing it, you would sabotage opportunities for growth. You would sabotage opportunities for growth without even realizing it. Without even realizing it, you will lose opportunities to create wealth. You would sabotage relationships because of the way you think, the things you're saying. Your mind is not open to ideas that can impact others and create wealth for you. Okay? And that is why reviewing our money mindset is very important. So I'm going to give you an assignment, right? I'm going to post some questions in the comment section. And I want you to think about this, right? So, not now, maybe this evening, sit down with this question. What do I believe about money? Do I believe that as a young woman, I cannot be wealthy? I can't own my own house. unless I am sleeping with men. And if I think that, where did this mindset come from? Is this belief true? Is this something that I want to hold on to? Does it serve me? How does this belief that I have affect me? All right, so that's an assignment I'm going to give you. We're not doing hypnotic session, so we'll just move on very quickly. Right? I'm trying to. Okay. All right, so common business finance mistakes. So there's a long list. I'll try and walk through them. Some of you would think I already know this now. I'm not, but you'll be very surprised by the time we start going through it and you realize, this is me. She should have just mentioned my name. So if you're just joining us, if I say anything interesting, insightful, relatable, anything you plan to use, I want to see you go wow in the comment section. Okay, I want to see you go wow in the comment section. And thank you so much. I can see you people sharing about the training on different platforms. Thank you. Okay, so number one business finance mistake that people make is not thinking about money. They think if I don't think about my finance, then the problem will disappear. But it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work. A problem that you ignore is going to worsen. And finance is very, very key with growing your business. And I will show you some examples later of people that I have worked with and the transformation that they had experienced with their business because they decided to start paying attention to their business finance. Secondly, some people are holding on to money stories that no longer serve them. And by the time you do the assignments that I had given you just now, you will realize things that fears that you have, money blockers, stories that you have. You realize that these are things that you should let go of so you can move forward. These are things that you need to get therapy for or sit with a counselor for to address and review. Right? Three, some people think that because they have an accountant on their team, and if you do, that's fantastic, then they do not need to pay attention to their numbers. And that is so wrong because there is power in your business finance. And so if you're not paying attention to it, if you do not know what is going on there, you may be losing opportunities to make strategic decisions for growth. Right? The fourth one is no goals. Some people, they do not have any money goal. So if you ask them today, what do you want to be making from this business in the next 3 months? What can this business be making in the next 6 months? They do not know. And that inability to sit down and plan and set a goal is the reason why they are not able to grow, they are not able to identify opportunities or access the investments that they need. 6, no record. Even if you don't need to study business or accounting to know how to record your business financing, it's very easy. You don't even need to like maths. This is something that I hear. You ask somebody, where is your business record? Oh, I don't have. Why? I do not like maths. You may not like maths, but do you want to grow? Do you like profits? Do you like growth? Do you like expansion? If you like any of these things, then you need to be willing to keep your business record. Okay? Then some people do not know how to separate their bank account. Some people have, I told you this in our story. Your business bank account should be different from your personal bank accounts. And a lot of times when I say this, people say, oh, but my business is not registered. Even if your business is not registered, you can open a separate bank account in your own name and know that this is the account that money coming in and money going out of my business is going to flow through. And we'll talk about why this is important in a bit, but just as summary, it makes it easier for you to track your business expenses and income. It makes it easier for you to attract investment as well. Because if you come to me, for instance, for a loan or you're applying for grants and they ask you for your business bank statements, but on that bank statements, they can see all the suya and shawarma, they can see your children's school fees, they can see all the many withdrawals that you make from the ATM. It sort of demonstrates that you are not serious or you are not committed to your business growth. And that is a very risky thing. It limits the opportunities that you can get. All right. So thank you so much. I can see the wows coming in. If you fall into any of this, I should have mentioned this at the beginning of the class, but it's not too late. So whenever I attend meetings like this or trainings, I'm listening to something that I know is impactful and I want to create I want to create results from. What I do is I'll have a notepad in front of me or my Google Docs, and I'll have three sections. From what I am learning, what am I going to stop doing? What am I going to start doing? Or what am I going to aim to do differently? What am I going to stop doing? What am I going to start doing? Or what am I aiming to do differently? That way, as I'm going through the class, I am identifying practical ways to implement what I am learning. I'm not just saying, wow. Because if you say, wow, and at the end of this class, you do not implement what you've learned, you've wasted your time. And I do not want you to waste your time. Okay? Number 8, you are not investing. So people think that they cannot invest their business money, and that is not true. That is not true at all. If you have a business that has high cash flow and you just have cash sitting in your account, that is an extra stream of income that you are missing out on. There's an extra stream of income that you are missing out on. So you're not looking for investment opportunities to grow your business income. Number 9, if you're in this call, then it does not apply to you. Number 9 is a lack of personal development. So if you're on this call, you're definitely committed to your personal development. So it does not apply to you, but you need to constantly look for opportunities to learn and grow. I was telling my team the other day that I recently paid for a course that cost me close to ₦1 million. But I know that it is for my own good. So by the time I finish learning these things, the capacity of my mind would have grown. I'll be more qualified for certain opportunities. The value that I'm able to provide to the people that I work with would increase. My leadership skill would improve. And so it is a lot of investment financially, but it is also a lot of return for me long term. Some of you, the only personal development that I do is free courses. And even with the free courses, you are not implementing what you're learning. 10, you are not building your network. Your network is your net worth. And it is so important that you are able to identify the people that you need to grow and consistently invest in building healthy relationships. And building a good network is not about finding people that you can collect from or people that can help you. It is just intentionally being a person of value to others, even when there is nothing in it for you. It makes it easier for you to grow your business when people can trust you, when people know you as a value person, when you form healthy relationships. You will need 4 million naira and you'll be able to get it because you have healthy relationships. You will need somebody to help you set up YouTube Live. You've never done it before. And you'll be able to do that because you've given people value enough for them to want to show up for you when it's time. Some of you, you've been doing your business 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. You've never paid a consultant to sit down, review the business, and give you one-to-one strategy. Some of you, you've been doing your business 5 years, 10 years. You only have one stream of income. One stream of income. That's very risky. Let me see if I can use anybody's business as a case study for this. So I can tell you how to create multiple streams of income from one business or even from one product. So maybe let's for those who joined us late, let us know where you're joining us from and what your business does. Are we still here? Then I can show you ways, multiple streams of income that you can create from your business. Okay. While I'm waiting for people to share, I really like this point that Inoue said. So some people are scared of investing in personal development um, when I maneuver things just to improve. Scared to spend that amount of money just to improve when I maneuver things. Okay, so one way to avoid um, investing in something and you're not sure of the results that you can get. So maybe someone is running a course or somebody has a book or a one-to-one session. You know that the person has presented it as if you sign up for this thing, this is the value you can get, but you're not sure how it will apply to you or the results you can get from it. You can ask the person, look, I have very limited budgets. If I invest in this thing, how can it help me? This is the problem that I'm having. If I invest in this your course, if I buy this, pardon me, if I buy this your book, how can it help me? Or even if you cannot ask the person, look at what they have said about the business, right? And then identify, does this is this something that I need? Will it help me? Then look at the track record of the person. What has this person done? What results has this person gotten? Because these days, thanks to ChatGPT, anybody can put out anything and convince you that they are an expert, they are the person you should work with. And me, I wouldn't lie, I've paid money for things and the value did not match the hype at all. And that is why I am very intentional about what if I'm giving you something, especially if you've paid for it, it should be 10 times above anything that you would have thought this one. It should be very valuable to you. By the time you get it, you should be praying for me and thanking God because it would be like I've dashed it to you, even if you would have paid for it. I'm very intentional about providing value because I know what it is to, out of the small money that you have, pay for something and you realize this is just hype, it's not beneficial to me. Then who have these people worked with? And what is the result that they have gotten for them? If you can't point to anybody that this person has worked with and the results that they have gotten for their clients, then that may be a red flag. So I think this is something that I would even want to like to share on social media. So if someone from my team that is on this call, just drop me a message so that I can see and remember to create a post about this on social media. All right, so let's use Inoue because it's up. He or she said is a bespoke designer. So what I'm guessing this means is that people come to you with their design, or people come to you and say, let's say my father-in-law's birthday is in a bit, so I'll use that as an example. I'm going for my in-laws birthday I want a fire outfit. When I enter the place, when I be shouting, the emperor, the conqueror, the lion is here. That's the kind of outfit I want. You're a bespoke designer. You're supposed to come up with something amazing, right? So I'm guessing that's the business that you do. How can you make money? What are the multiple streams of income that you can make from this? So if you do illustration, that's a stream of income from bespoke designing. If you've gained mastery of an aspect of this business, maybe managing customer expectations or marketing or sales or pricing or even how to start, you've started so well, you've made significant growth over a short period of time, you can create digital courses, digital products. You can have one-to-one sessions with people who want to become bespoke designers. You can have training sessions and you can even make them digital courses. So you only set them up once and they continue to sell for as long as you want it to. You don't have to keep creating and creating again. So that's three stream of income. You're making the clothes, you're teaching people how to make the clothes, you're focusing on an aspect of this business and teaching it. So it could be how to price as a bespoke designer or how to improve your marketing and sales as a bespoke designer. You can decide to be an outlet for bespoke fabrics, fabric for bespoke outfits. So you've been doing this business for a while, you know where to get the materials from that people do not know at a price that people cannot get it for. You have links with suppliers in Italy, in China, in Turkey. That's another income stream, right? So right now we've mentioned 4 or 5 income streams just from being a bespoke designer, looking at your value chain and identifying things that you've built competence in that may be useful to others. Are we following so far? Is this interesting? Are you learning? Have you shared the link for your friends to join? That's great. Thank you, Florence. So let's go on quickly. So now, what do you need to do to become money confident? We've gone through what you should not be doing. What do you need to do? Obviously, the opposite. So I've mentioned some of these things. I will not spend too much time on them because there is still so much value I want to give you in this call. So please, if you've not shared this link, go and do so that your friends, you will not be talking about the class and your friend will say, so you attended this class, you did not share. Please go and share. Okay, so have a system for record keeping. The reason why some of you do not have your business record is because you think it's hard. It's because it seems like too much work. But you can have a system or a plan in place that makes it easier for you to keep your record. An example of such system can be having a separate bank account for your business activities. Something as simple as that can significantly improve your ability to track where money is coming from and where money is going to. If you deal a lot with cash, you can maybe have an envelope. So a lot of my clients say because of the business that they're working, they have to spend a lot in cash. They can't do transfer. Obviously, I want to believe that with the whole cash scarcity thing, that would have significantly been addressed or reduced. But if you have to make a lot of payment in cash, you can have an envelope where you put every cash that you plan to spend within a period of time. And then every time you take out cash from there to pay for something, you record it on top of the envelope. So at the end of the week or at the end of the day, when you are keeping your record, it's easier for you to track it. You should definitely have a plan. If you do not have a financial forecast, you should have a budget. It can be a quarterly budget, something that you can review. Let me tell you something. Someone on Instagram shared how her business was doing well, right? Her business was making money. She was making profit, but she knew that something was wrong, that she was losing money somewhere. Even if she was still making profit, she knew that she wasn't making as much as she's supposed to. And how did she know that? Because she had a budget. And with her budget, she knew that I'm spending XYZ amounts. And with these activities that we're doing, we are supposed to be making ABC. And so when the difference between her budget and reality was much, she knew that no, something is wrong. And by the time she sat down to review, she realized that they were stealing from her. So imagine if she did not have that system of having a budget in place. How many of you have budgets for next month or for this quarter? You've planned your money, but a budget is telling your money where to go to and where it should come from. It is not wishful thinking. There's a lot of intentionality and strategy that goes into creating a budget. Okay? Then you need to know your revenue, profit, and cash. We'll talk about this shortly, but some people do not know the difference between money coming in, profits, and cash. You also need to have a cash management system. What are you doing to ensure that your business always has cash? It can be cash in hand or cash in the bank. Some of you sell on credit a lot, and you do not have any system to ensure that these people who are owing you pay on time. Your debtors pay on time. You are very quick to pay people, but you do not have any system to ensure that people pay you quickly and you have a healthy cash flow. Are we following? If we're still in the class, let me see you go. Wow, let's just take a short break. Are you still here? Have you shared the class on all platforms you're on? Wow, thank you, Joshua. Fantastic. Someone is suggesting that I give a prize to the most engaged. We shall see. We shall see. Thank you, Mr. Isaiah. Long time. Wow. Nice to have you here. Right? So have a cash management system. Some of you keep record of your numbers, but you do not sit down to think, what does this number mean? What is this telling me about my business? Maybe your profit margin is 20%, right? But your industry average is 50%. That means there is something that you are not doing right, or you are probably not looking in depthly at ways to match up or even surpass your industry average. So it's one thing to keep record, it's another thing to take out time to analyze that numbers. Some of you do not know basic business terms. Basic business terms. You do not know. If someone should ask you what is your profit, and then they ask you what is your revenue, you do not know the difference between the both of them. Some of you have big plans for your business, but the foundation that you set for that business cannot accommodate the plans. You want to apply for grants and loans, and your business is not registered, or your NGO is not registered. Some of you here, you've never paid tax, or you've never spoken to a professional so that they can sit down and walk through your business with you, providing you with their own level of expertise and education. So these are some of the things you can start doing. So the key thing is having a plan, acquiring knowledge, going the extra mile. You cannot grow out of average if you're only willing to do average things. Somebody should type that. Somebody should share that hashtag wisdom. Okay, so let's go on. All right. So we're going to briefly look into the difference between revenue, profit, and cash. I've worked with so many businesses, they do not know this. So if you do not know it, do not feel embarrassed, right? We're all here to learn. I've worked with people who have even been doing business for many years, and they do not know the difference between revenue, profit, and cash. If I buy this glass of water for $1 and I sell it for $2, have I made profit? If I buy this glass of water for $1 and I sell it for $2, have I made profit? If I've made profit, how much profit have I made? It's very simple maths. I buy something 1 naira, I sell it for 2 naira. What's my profit? Yes, I have. Very good. Thank you, Mr. Isaiah. I've made profit and I've made $1 profit, right? So I will record it in my books. I bought for $1. And I'm trying to keep the maths very simple. I bought for $1. I sold for $2. My profit for today is $1. But what if I sold this glass of water, but they did not pay me cash? The person said, I know you now. I'll give you the money tomorrow, Joe. I have recorded revenue, I have recorded profits, but I do not have cash. What that means is that if somebody comes to my store now that I'm owing them money and I promise them that I'll pay today with my sales from today, but I do not have any cash to give them. But in my books, I have recorded profits, I have recorded that I made sales. That is how some of you are operating your business. And you forget that cash is the lifeblood of your business. And when I say cash here, this can be cash in hand, cash in your bank, checks. If you see accept checks in your business. And because of that, you are making sales, right? You will come and say, today's market was good, or all the goods in my shop, I sold it. But you sold on credit. And selling on credit is not a bad thing. But if you do not have system to ensure that your cash flow is healthy, the money coming in is higher than the money that is expected to go out, you'll be trapping yourself. You will not be able to grow. You will lose relationships. Because maybe you bought carton of Indomie yesterday, the person now has come to collect money. You are making sales. You sold the carton of Indomie, but you sold it on credit. You sold it on credit. And what that means is that you're not able to meet your creditors. You're not able to satisfy your creditors, and you affect relationships. Yes, Mr. Oluwale, I know all of that. I'm just keeping it very, very simple and basic so that we do not lose anybody. So this is a very basic money confidence class. There are so many other things to consider when it comes to your expenses and calculating profit. I know that, but I'm just trying to keep it very simple for this class. So some of you're making sales, but you're not paying attention to your cash. You're just happy that you're making sales, but it is not translating into cash for you. What if I buy this glass of water for $2 and I sell it for $1? Have I made profit? If I buy this glass of water for $2 and I sell for $1, have I made profit? No is a loss. Very good. Some of you are more excited about making sale than making profits. The price that you have set for your products, you've not paid attention to whether you're making sales or not, whether you're making profit or not. So let's say that I buy 10 glasses of water for $20. At the end of the day, I have sold it all, but I only make $10. Is that a healthy business? And because of time, there is so much we can cover, because there are instances where it is okay to sell a product at loss, but there are strategies to that. You don't just set any price you like and not consider whether you're making profit. And if you decide to intentionally sell a product at loss, it is a strategy. Selling a product at loss can be a strategy, but that's not what we're talking about right now. We're talking about people who do not have any strategy for selling at loss. They are just excited about selling. Let me just sell, let it go. So you set discounts on your products. By the time you make that sale, you've not made any profit. How do you want to grow your business? And it's not because you are selling at loss as a strategy to get more customers or more sales in the future. You just want to sell. You're not paying attention to your pricing and your profits. Are we learning? So these are key business finance terms you should know. I'm very cautious of time because I'm aware that we've gone over an hour. So I'll try and start wrapping it up. Please feel free to share your questions in the comment section. Okay, sales. How much are you getting in exchange for your product or service? Your profits. If you take out how much it has cost you to put together that product or service, and you take out other expenses, how much is left? Right? So let me just quickly explain the difference between gross profit and net profit. So with gross profit, right? If I buy 10 bags of rice for 10,000, right? And I'm selling it for 20,000. My gross profit would be 20,000 minus 10,000. My net profit would be, I'll now deduct my rent, my salary, my transport to go and get that product can either be gross or net profit. So if I bought other things as well, or if I visited other people, my transport can fall under net, it can affect my net profit. So gross profit, how much do you have after you deduct the direct cost of that product that you're selling? And net profit, when you reduce other of your expenses, how much is left? Right? Cash flow. How is money going in and out of your business? Is more money going out than it's coming in? So yes, you're making sales, but what is the cash flow like? Is it healthy? And I have a resource that I have put together that really breaks down some of these things and really explains cash flow and how to ensure that you always have more money in your business coming in than going out. Expenses, what are the things that you're paying for? Some of you don't even know everything that is going out of your business, everything that you're paying for. Break even. This one is so important. If you're just starting your business, it is absolutely important that you know what the break even price is. What is break even? So let's say break even sales. So there's break even price or break even profit or break even sales. Let's do break even sales. How many of these products do I need to sell to start making profits? It is applicable when you start a business or you launch a new product. Because when you first start a business, you would have spent on so many things. You would have paid rent, You would have bought AC, you would have tiled the place, you would have invited guests to join, you'd have paid staff to join you. The sales that you make in the first few months may not cover those expenses. So in the first few months, you may not make profit. But how many sales do you need to make profits? So I actually have a resource that calculates your break-even price, or maybe not how many products, but how much sales price, how much price do you need to set, or how much sales do you need to make to start making profits. So for some people, the first 3 months, the first 1 year, the sales is not covering profit, and that's okay. But they need to know, how much do I need to make from this business to know that I am now profitable? I have now broken even. Do we understand? Is that a wow? Is that a moment for a wow? Right? So we're going to start wrapping up, but you definitely want to stay to the end of this class because I have something special for you. What financial record does your business need to keep? The three main ones: profit and loss. So this shows the money coming in, the money going out of your business. Cash flow. This only focuses on cash. So if somebody buys something, you record it as sales in your profit and loss, but it would not be in your cash flow statements. Balance sheets. This shows how much you are owing or how much you own. But because of time, we will not go too deeply into that. But if you have any question on that, you can ask me. I have resources that explains and breaks this down, and I'll be sharing them with you in a bit. How are we doing so far? Are we still here? Are we still here? Are we learning? Are we learning? Oh, thank you. I can see all the kind comments. This is the class ever. Thanks. This is the best class ever. Thank you. Chef P, you've been with me from the beginning. Thank you so much. Hi, Florence. Wow. Okay. We are learning. We're learning. That's so good. All right. Great. If you signed up for this class, you should have gotten this free resource in your email. If you signed up for this class, should have gotten this free resource in your email. How many of you got it? If you didn't get it, or if you didn't sign up for the class, maybe you just saw the link and you joined. I'm going to share the link in the comment section now. So you can go and get it. You can go and stretch your legs. We've been here for over an hour, but don't go, because we're going to talk about how to get money to start your business or to grow your business. And I'm going to be showing you some true life stories, right? So take the link for this course and share on all your platforms. Go and stretch your leg, go and get water. Did you get, are we going to have to do all this ourselves? What do you mean? Do all of what? Do you mean the checklists? So before the end of the class, so if you stay to the end, I will walk you through how to use the checklist. Towards the end of the class, I'll walk you through how to use the checklist. Thank you, Mr. Ifeanyi. I've been seeing the exploits you're doing. Nice to have you on the call. How to use the checklists, right? That's something we'll talk about towards the end of the class. So I can see the questions, keep them coming. We'll answer those in a bit. I want to share with you some real life stories of people I have worked with who started paying attention to their business finance and the difference that it made for them. The first person is Jola, who owns K Beauty Nigeria. She imports Korean skincare and she sells them wholesale and retail. When Jola came to me, she's been doing the business for a while, but she said she wasn't sure that the business was making money, and she wasn't confident about whether she should continue with the business, or she was just shy doing it because it was keeping her busy. So I walked Jola through her business. I asked her a few questions, and then I shared a template with her, which I'm going to share with some of you in this class. Some of you are going to get that template today. So I shared a template with her, and I told her, use this template to track your business finance, money coming in, money going out. I also helped her use it to track her inventory so she knows when she's running down and so on. And then I told her to come to me in a month. Do you know what happened after a month when Jola came to me? After a month of applying everything that I had taught her and using the templates that I had shared with her, do you know what happened? Let me know if you want to know. Can you guess what happened? Who wants to know what happened? I'll answer all your questions in a bit. Please keep them coming. Thank you. Hmm. So after a month, Jola came to me and she said, wow, her business is a lot more profitable than she thought. This business that she was saying she wasn't sure about was making a lot of profit. That she could actually focus on this business. She could expand the business instead of just ordering small, small. She could actually start speaking to the suppliers and ordering in large quantities and looking for more people to sell to, partnering with people who want to order from Korea but they have language barriers. She realized that this could be a stream of income for her and it was making her millions. She felt more confident with building the business because she had started keeping track of her numbers and the numbers showed her that there was something here. If Jola had not kept that record, she would have just thought this was a side hustle, just something to keep on, just something to do on the side. And some of you here, you are Jola, you are like Jola, you are frustrated with your business. It is not growing. Other people's business are growing, you're not making profits, but you do not have data to support that. You've not sat down to review your numbers. You're not keeping record. Another person I worked with, Angel. Angel owns a hair braiding business in Australia. Angel used to think that she was terrible with money, but Angel attended my free class like this, a number of other sessions that I had, got some of my templates and workbooks. And Angel sent me this message last year. And she said that she had experienced significant growth with her business. She used to think that she was terrible with money, but she's very surprised at how well she's handling her finances. And these were her exact words. She's very surprised at how well she was handling her finances because she acquired knowledge. Some of you, all you need is the right information, and you will be so. I love you so much. So I said, I'm so jalad. I love it. I love that adjective. There's power in your business numbers. There is power in paying attention to your business numbers. You'll be able to make better decisions for your business if you pay attention to your business numbers. To make it easier for you to pay attention to your business numbers, I've put together short books, workbooks, templates, calculators that will help you stay on top of your finances. So this is for people who are about to start, who are about to launch a new product. So you've been in business for a while, but you want to launch a new product or service, and or you want to grow your business, right? So I'll just share a bit about this, and then I will talk about how to get money to grow your business or to start your business. So you definitely don't want to leave. We'll be done in a few minutes, right? But I still have some more important information to share with you. Okay, so this bundle, it will help you know the different ways that you can fund your business. So whether you're about to start or you want to grow your business, this bundle will help you identify the different ways to do that, or the different ways you can do that, and identify which is good for you. So there are many funding opportunities out there, but is it right for you? Some of you are looking for loan when you should be looking for grants. Some of you are looking for grants when you should be looking for loan. Do you know which one is right for your business at this time? Some of you are looking for loan when you should be bootstrapping or talking to family and friends. Do you know which one is right for you at this time? If you're about to start your business, do you know the different costs that you need to start your business? Do you know all the different expenses that you should consider? Do you know how to put together a budget? Do you know how to set the right price for that product or service so that you are always making money? So if you have been in business for a while, but your pricing is not right at all, do you know how to ensure that your business always has cash? If you struggle to track your revenue and expense, remember how I told you that I worked with Jola? And by the way, these are very real businesses. You can check them out online and reach out to them. They are very real businesses with a very simple template for how to track her revenue and expenses. She was able to identify opportunities for growth. She was able to become more confident with her business and overcome imposter syndrome. So this is a bundle that I want to give to you today. How many of you want this bundle? If you don't want it, it's fine. Maybe none of these things is relevant to you. You don't want to be setting the right price. You don't want to learn how to set the right price. You don't want to learn how to ensure that your cash flow management game is strong. You don't want to ensure that you have revenue and expenses and you're tracking them well. You don't want to know the right funding for your business. How many of you want this bundle? Thank you so much. I can see the really nice comments. Yes, in no way says she wants the bundle. Who else wants the bundle? Only in no way. So should I send the bundle to only in no way? Over 8 short books, workbooks, templates, and calculators to help you know exactly where to start to stay on top of your business finances. Ronnie wants the bundle as well. Sky, I really like your name. It's so unique. Okay, so we have a number of people, and most of you ladies, the men, you don't want my bundle. I should only send it to women. No problem. More than happy to only send this bundle to women. Remember that we're not yet at the end of the class. We're going to be talking about how to raise money for your business in a bit. So if I was to give you this bundle today, how much are you happy to pay for it? Over 8 short books, workbooks, templates, calculators, everything you need to get you. No, it does not include network strategies. Everything it needs, this is everything that it includes is here on the screen. right? So if you were to pay for it today, or if you were to give me money for it today as an investment, how much would you be happy to pay for it? Like right now, right now. All right. People that are saying you want it, how much are you willing to pay? You need it. Yes, we all need it. How much are you willing to pay for it today? Mr. Toby, you're willing to pay plenty of dollars. That's good. So, how much are you willing to invest in this bundle? I'm waiting for your response. You people want it, but you don't want to invest in it. It's so valuable. I'm definitely not going to be giving it away for free. Think about all the results that those people have gotten, and so many other people have gotten. So if you want it, how much are you happy to pay for it today? Are you scared of asking? Are you scared of be money confident enough and request for how much you can pay for it? You never know. I mean, just say, okay, I was hoping that someone would say a price, and I would say, okay, that's fine. Because you have been bold enough to say a price, take it for the price. But because no one is saying anything, here it is. So I mentioned already what this bundle contains, and it is a great way. No, I'm not doing that anymore. We've moved past that now, right? And it is a great way for you to get started. So everything that you need to know to get your idea to profit, how to manage cash flow, how to identify the different sources of funding and to know which one is right for you, how to set the right price, how to track your revenue and expense. And I mentioned how something as simple as tracking revenue and expense for 1 month help Jola be more confident with her business and identify opportunities for growth. So this is a price for the bundle alone. So if you pay between now and if you pay right now, you will pay 9,900 only. 9,900 only. If you pay for this right now, you would pay 9,900 only. And then after tomorrow, you would need to pay 12,500 for the bundle. And then the range goes up. I also have one-to-one sessions. So these one-to-one sessions, they can take on various roads. Some people come in and they have an idea, they want to start a business, they do not know how to start. Some people come in and they want somebody who would review their profits, right? So they want to know, am I making profits? Is this price great or not? Some people come in and they just want to rant. You know, they are feeling frustrated, they are feeling tired. So I have one-to-one sessions, just me and you for 30 minutes to an hour, addressing whatever need you may have. Some people come to that session and they want to apply for funding. They want someone to review their pitch deck for them. So we review their pitch deck on the call, they get feedback. My one-to-one section goes from 75,000. But if you're on this call right now and you want a one-to-one session with me and you're happy to pay within the next 24 hours, you only need to pay 35,100. 35,100 only. This is for, and I'm really emphasizing this for a reason. There is nothing that would make me take less than 75,000 for a one-to-one session, because I know how much value is being provided, and you also get a document with strategies for growth. But I am not offering it to you for 75,000 because you're on this call. And if you're happy to pay within the next 24 hours, you only get to pay 35,100. So if you're pre-ordering the bundle and you're paying for a one-to-one session, you only need to pay 45,000 naira. If you're leaving the call, you will miss out on opportunities to get funding for your business, which is the next thing that we'll talk about. So how many of you is getting the bundle today? So the link to get it is there. Or if you prefer to pay by transfer, the account is pinned as well. Okay, so this is what is in the bundle for anyone who is about to start their business or who wants to grow their business. They want to ensure that they are selling the right price. You'll be very surprised how much I could sell each of these workbooks for. But because I want you to have a useful tool that can get you started, instead of buying multiple things, just for 9,900 naira only if you pay within the next 24 hours. After the next 24 hours, the price is 12,500. And once this product goes live, it's going to sell for nothing less than 45,000 because you're getting over 8 tools that can help you be more money confident. All right, let's look at some more stories from people that I have worked with. And the reason why I am sharing this with you is so that you are able to take what you have learned in this class so far and you make it to good use. Even if it's a free class, it is still very valuable, right? So Emanuela owns a social media agency in Cyprus. If you own an NGO or a social enterprise, she's an amazing person to work with. And Emanuela had a number of sessions with me. I was her coach for a period of time. And if there's anything that people that I have worked with consistently say, it is how I am a patient and good listener. And do you know why? I believe that a lot of people have their answers in their hands or in their hearts or around them, but they don't realize this. They don't realize it. And so my work as a coach is to open their eyes to the answers within them. And after working with me, Emanuela said, this was her feedback. If you go on my LinkedIn, you will see this feedback there. She's the one that shared this. Manuela mentioned that I helped her gain clarity and confidence about the work that she did. Some of you are doing amazing, phenomenal work, but you're not sure. You're not confident about it. And a lot of you, it is because, like Jola, you're not looking at your numbers. And so if you think that I am the right coach or consultant for you to work with, take advantage of my one-to-one offer to you that is expiring after 24 hours. You can see that even those who will pre-order, they're not going to pay less than 75,000. My fee for one-to-one sessions is 75,000, which is why I have free sessions like this where you can get to learn and ask and get answers to your questions. This is another feedback from Niger Impact Chick. Amazing. Thank you, Sky. If you need to get it, you can click the link that is pinned, or you can use the account number, right? If you're in Nigeria or outside Nigeria. And remember that you need to get it within the next 24 hours to take advantage of the discount. All right, so let's quickly walk through how to get money to start your business. How to get money to start your business. So in 2018, let me start with a story. I love telling stories. In 2018, when I moved back to Nigeria, I realized a lot of people were always coming to me and my family to get money for just for their business. And then I stumbled on research that showed that over 80% of businesses in Africa were micro and small businesses, but most of them struggle to access loans as small as 30,000 naira. And I've seen what access to funding can do for businesses. My businesses provides loans to micro and small businesses. We've done over 16 million naira in loans this month alone, providing loans to micro and small businesses. And I can see the impact that it makes for them. So it's very important that businesses are able to access the funding that they need to grow. And it is very important to me that I am part of the people enabling businesses to access this money. But I did not have all the money that I needed at the time to start this business, to start providing loans. So what did I do? I reached out to my network. I shared my idea with them. And in a few months, my family and friends made it possible for me to give out over 8 million naira in loans to micro and small businesses. So my question to you, are all your guys ballers? And if all your guys are ballers, have you looked within your network to raise the capital you need to start that business? Some of you are unable to look within your network because you lack integrity. Trust is a currency, it is a value of exchange. If people know you and trust you and you have integrity, there are things that money cannot buy that you will have access to. And that is why at the beginning of the class, we talked about relationships and the value of the relationships, right? The third one, MVP. This was a revolutionary moment for a lot of people who attended the class on Friday. When I talked about MVP, MVP means minimum viable products. Who can type that out in the comment section? Minimum viable products. So you have big dreams of starting a salon. It's going to cost you 2 million naira to rent a shop and set it up. You do not have 2 million naira. You do not have family and friends that can give you this money. What can you do to start? Can you set up an Instagram page, run ads so that everyone within your area that needs home service can contact you? Can you do that? Can you set up your minimum viable product? What's the smallest thing that you can use to build the idea? What's the smallest thing that you can use to build your idea or to test your idea? A lot of you are unable to get funding for your business because you have no track record. One way to build track record is by creating a minimum viable product. Because if you come to me and you tell me that you need 1 million naira loan for a business, and I ask you, okay, what have you done so far? How have you tested this idea? And you tell me that in the last 6 months, you have been doing home service. And through home service, you have raised 3 million naira as revenue from this service. It makes it easier for me to trust you and to give you that money because you've built a track record. You've used what you have within you to start, to test your idea, and now I can trust you with more money. Why should anybody trust you with more money? What is your track record? What is your minimum viable product that you can start with today? And being online has made it so much easier for us to start and grow businesses. And that is why I encourage you to join the Thrift Africa community. The fourth one, sell first, launch later. Some of you do this with drop shipping. You've not ordered the product. The product is not even in Nigeria, but you've already made 3 million naira sales. Sell first, launch later. And this is possible when you build a track record and people trust you. There is a partnership we're working with for Thrift Africa, and people who join our community, they'll be the first to hear about this. So you can start a business. We are partnering with somebody who makes it possible for you to start a business and get products to sell without having any money, without having a store. Sell first, launch later. The fifth one is not popular. People do not like to hear it, but some of you need to get a job. I found research that states that people who own a business after working in jobs are better leaders, are better business people, because you've had the opportunity to learn, you've built expertise, and even in addition to that, you've earned a salary that you can save towards starting your business. So if possible, get a job, get freelance roles, be willing to start from the bottom, and then you can start putting money together to save or to start that business. Which one of these points stood out to you? I'm not getting a lot of wows. Is this not insightful? Are you not learning? Are we learning? Okay. So because of time, let's go on. So you've started your business, you want to grow. You will notice that I did not mention loan when it comes to starting your business. Because although a lot of people will give you the loan, it is not wise to use loan to start a business that you have not tested and you are not sure would help you grow, that and you're not sure would grow. So now you've got to collect loan, you have a liability. You can also get grants, equity. This is something that we mentioned in our business community, but a lot of people did not know what it meant. Equity means giving somebody a part of your business in exchange for money. So people do it in exchange for their expertise. So you know you're struggling with marketing and sales, and that's key for you. So you bring somebody who is strong in marketing and sales, and you give them 10% of your business. But in this case, we're talking about somebody giving you money for your business in exchange for ownership of a part of that business. And that's another partnership that we're working for our community members at Thrift Africa. Bootstrapping means looking for ways within the business to start and grow that business. So, how can you generate more money from that business? Because of time, we won't go too deeply into this. Please, you can start asking your question. Don't forget to take advantage of the bundle. The message is pinned. You can look at it for details of how to get the bundle. There's a 24-hour offer. Once it's gone, it's gone. So take advantage of it and pay for it right now. So if you don't get any key points from today, these are what I want you to take away from today's class. You need to have the right money mindset to grow your business. You need to record your future financial statements. You need to have a plan. You need to monitor your progress. You need to have a cash management system. How are you ensuring that the money coming into your business is higher than the money going out or the money that needs to go out? This is how to be money confident. This is how to be money confident. All right, so please ask questions. Now it's time to ask questions. Take advantage of the 24-hour offer. Pay for it right now. So maybe you don't remember when it has passed and then you're trying to get me to support you. Okay, so I'm going to be looking through. If you asked a question earlier that wasn't answered, please share it again. Okay, so Oluwatobi is asking me to go to bootstrapping again. It just means generating money to grow your business within your business. How can you make more money from your business? Do you need to sell more products? Do you need to increase your pricing? Do you need to identify new revenue streams? Right? So let's ask question now. Is that clear? Do we have any more questions? So we'll just do question for the next 5 minutes and then we wrap up. If you're getting the bundle, go ahead and pay for it right now. How do we create MVP in a product that we have to do with intellectual property? So the best thing to do is even to create the product, but it depends on what the product is. So I'll be very careful to answer because you need to consider that getting intellectual property, depending on the product or service, but it can take time and it can also be very expensive. So you want to consider, is there any other thing that you can start with? Maybe similar to the business for you to even test the market, understand the market, understand if this is something that people would want. So what can you do to test that market? So you would not have spent so much money, so much time putting together something that people do not sign up for or that does not generate profit when you think it should. But if you're very sure that it would, especially for something that is long term, so the value will not come now, it will come in future. You just need to make that sacrifice of registering your intellectual property and running with the business, even if it's in the most nimble form. But honestly, idea are a dime and a dozen. You have an idea you think is so unique. Are you very certain that there's nobody in the world who's already doing similar? Execution is what matters. All right. So please ask for your questions. Hi, Skia. Sky. I hope that answered your question. So I'm scrolling through. Thank you. I'm looking for questions. So if you asked the question earlier, is every general aspect of networking? Please, can you share something on that? No, that's not something that I have knowledge of. So I rather focus on things that I have really strong knowledge of and I'm certain of the impact that I can create for others. Really, yes, you can. So the templates in the bundle includes cash flow, everything that has to do with cash flow templates, cash flow tracking, revenue and expense tracking, pricing calculators, break-even calculator. So how many products do you need to sell to know that you've broken even? And these are key questions that people ask you when you're trying to get funding or to test whether you really know your business. So everything that you can think about, right, that enables you to start and grow your business is part of this bundle. So it's part of the template in the bundle. Okay. So that answers your question. So you definitely want to get that with the discounts. Please don't come to me after 24 hours to say, oh, I wanted to get it, but I forgot. Once it's 10 p.m. tomorrow, the price is going to go up. And you really don't want to miss it. I pour my heart out. In fact, if anybody is on this call and you've worked with me in the past, maybe you've read any of my resources, you've attended any of my class, or you've been coached by me, I want you to share your experience in the comment section. Maybe we've had one-to-one session, or you've attended any of my training. Because some people are scared of paying because they think, this is just one of those Instagram coaches. But I'm very certain of the value that I'm able to provide, and the value that I have provided and can continue to provide. So does that answer your question, Comfort? Are you getting a bundle right now? Any other question? I saw some interesting questions earlier, so I'm trying to find them. Revenue. Okay, so revenue is the amount of money that comes into your business, or the amount of money that you get for offering your product or service. It is very different from profit, and it is very different from cash. So I explained how profit is how much you've sold something for versus how much it costs you to sell that thing. Thank you, Sky. That's very kind of you. How much you've sold something for versus how much it costs you to provide that product or service. So if this cup cost me 200 naira and I sell it for 300 naira, 300 naira is my revenue, the amount of money that I've been paid for selling this product or service. But my profit is 100 naira. So how much I bought it for versus how much I sold it for. Sometimes some people make sales and they record profits, but they do not have cash. And I have emphasized why having cash is important. So the replay will be available. You can go back and listen to it again. But I hope that that answered your question. Right? I hope that that answered your question. All right, great. Any more question? Okay, so maybe while you're typing your question, right, let's go through the business finance checklists. Let's go through the business finance checklist. Everyone who signed up should get this. So it's a free gift from me to you, and it outlines simple things that you can do that will make it easier for you to be money confident and to keep track of your numbers. All right, so you need to record all your revenue and expenditure. So if you sign up for the bundle, you will get a template that makes this really, really easy as ABCD to do. Right? Invoices. So if you are somebody who sends or receive invoice, it may be helpful, or receipts digitally, it may be helpful to have an email where people can send acknowledgement of receipts, or you can send your invoice from, or they can send their invoice to you. So I work as a contract staff for a number of international organizations, either as a business coach on their program or as a consultant for them. And if I want to get paid, I have to send an invoice, right? So I have an email that I send my invoice from so that I can always keep track. And I also have an email that my staff send requests for payment to. And when they receive payment for anything from the business, that is where they send it to. So this book outlines simple activities that you can start doing today that will make a big difference for you. Right? You can go through it and it's free. Everybody who signs up should get this. You can go through it. If you have any question, let me know, right? And a lot of these things, if you struggle to know how to do them, you should definitely get the idea to profit bundle and take advantage of the discount available today. So maybe we do not have any question. Can you share something that you've learned today Was this helpful to you? Did you enjoy the class? What are you going to start doing? What are you going to stop doing? I'm waiting in the comment section. Do we have any question? Or do you want to share something that stood out to you from today's class? Something that you've enjoyed? Who is getting the bundle? Who has paid for it? Okay, so I'm going to look through for more questions. Um, if you're not asking questions, please share something that you've learned, something that has stood out to you. Okay, so this is a good question from Mr. Oluwatobi. How will you encourage your student or a startup business who has no financial capacity to go for business coach or education? There are 1,001 free resource. You need to sit down and ask yourself, what do I need to know? What are the knowledge gaps that I have identified in myself? What do I need to know? What are the knowledge gaps that I have identified in myself? Who is the person offering this knowledge that I need to be speaking to? Fantastic. Thank you, Francis, for that. So, what do I need to know? Who is teaching what I need to know? Because there are so many free resources, right? Who do I need to be learning from? So amongst all these people, who is the person whose teaching style, whose resource is something that I am aligned with? I really love the word jolla. If I use it so judiciously. Oh my goodness, I love it so much. Thank you, Mr. Toby. But yeah, let me continue asking your question. What do I need to know? Who is teaching what I need to know? Who is somebody that I am comfortable learning from? What are the systems in place to ensure that I am learning from this person? So a lot of people have free resources because there are so many people teaching on a particular topic. It really helps to find a particular person that you can focus on. So for instance, if you decide I want to learn finance, I want to be more financially literate, I want to follow Yemisi, right? I'm going to follow her on all social media platforms. I would join her business community. I would join her email list. I can't pay for her resources now, but I'll sign up for all her paid resources and I will start implementing. That's a free way to get knowledge without financial capacity. There are also so many programs for businesses. We're even running one right now for students who own or want to grow businesses. There are so many programs and they are free. You sign up, you're able to get business education. People are constantly sharing business tips on social media platforms. So there are so many ways. You just need to be consistent. If it gets overwhelming, look for the person you want to focus on learning from. Use all their resources available at your disposal. Okay? I can see a number of people saying they are getting the bundle, they've paid for the bundle. Fantastic. Somebody was asking earlier if they are the ones supposed to do their cash flow, profit and loss. You don't have to. You can employ someone to do it, but you need to know what is going on with your numbers. You need to know what is going on with your numbers. Thank you, Yetunde. I love your comments. right? You need to know what's going on with your numbers. Plus, if you have systems in place, it makes it a whole lot easier for you to keep track of your numbers. So it may sound like a lot of work, but with the templates that I'm able to provide to you, you're able to track your numbers and you're even able to analyze those numbers immediately. You're able to analyze those numbers, you're able to draw key insight from those numbers. So you really don't want to miss out on this bundle. All right, so I would wrap up the class now. Go and get the bundle. This is something that you definitely need. This is what you get from the bundle. And if you pay today, you get it for 9,900 naira only for over 8 resources. Honestly, you will get this and you will thank me, right? And I plan to have free classes with those who will get the resource and then really cover in depthly how to use the resource. So we'll go in depthly on how to record your revenue and expense, how to set the right price. And if you want one-to-one sessions with me, I really love supporting people to achieve growth. This is a discounted price that you would not get anywhere else apart from on this call. All right, so I'm going to call it a night, right? So go and get the bundle right now. If you have any question, you were added to a WhatsApp group. You can ask questions there. You can reach out to me on social media. Please connect with me on all social media platforms. If you can subscribe to this YouTube channel as well, that would be great. All right, I really like the lessons. You learned really good lessons. Wow. Mistura says she's never heard about MVP and bootstrapping. Fantastic, fantastic. Wow. Okay, everyone, it's been a day. It's been a long day. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget these key points. Make notes of what you plan to start doing or stop doing. Connect with me on social media. Go and get the bundle. And I'll see you in another class. I really enjoy doing this. So I want to do this often. So I'll probably aim to do it once a month and see how it goes from there. Right? Thank you, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.